we do sort of get you back on a fairly regular basis.
Yeah,
actually.
it's sort of like 6 monthly. It's we've always got stuff coming out. Working with Phil down at Small Bear,
Yeah.
we're always working on something, so it's always good fun to.
And
to go.
you've got exciting things coming up on the cards, which I don't know how much you're allowed to say about it, but you have.
We're back in the studio starting next Friday.
Yeah.
A couple of special guests are joining us on the next 2 songs, but it's whether we do an EP, whether we release them separately, we don't know. Phil and I just wing it. We'll sort of go down and decide on the day. Oh, we'll release this. So a couple of years ago when we did "You're on My Mind," we we recorded it in 6 hours, and it was uploaded and released by 9 o'clock that night.
Wow,
So
that is so
it happens
going.
sometimes. Other times, it's 2 or 3 weeks, 4 or
Yeah.
5 sessions or whatever. So we'll turn up next Friday with a can of something nice, I suppose, and see how we go.
Britvic.
Britvic.
Yep, exactly.
Song name, that, isn't it? Kind of something nice.
Kind of something nice. Oh, he's
Collaboration.
see the creative
Just
wheels are
gonna write this
turning.
down, Nash. And
Collaboration. This.
The wheels of creative steel, you might
Mr.
say.
Kipling's telling lies. There's no fruit and apple pies. That's his best lyric.
Oh, you guys are brilliant. Well, you've got your guitar with you, and I'm not going to let you go before you basically play us a song. So what are we going to hear from you then,
I'm going
Steve?
to play not the last single, the single before. It was released about February or March this year, maybe a bit earlier. Actually, I can't remember. I can't remember yesterday. And it's called Dragons.
Well, take it away, Steve Nash.
Have you ever sat alone in the middle of the night? Have you ever looked around, looked around? Have you ever seen a plane leaving out of sight? Have you ever looked around, looked around? The sky is full of empty spaces. The shadows always blow my mind. But I'm not running any races. Let's leave the past behind. Dragons fighting all around the world. Dragons caught in the headlights. Flying high, taking over the world. But it's not for the first time. Have you ever seen the stars? You're shooting through the night. Have you ever heard the sound, heard the sound? Have you ever seen the sun screaming out of sight? Have you ever heard the sound, heard the sound? The sky is full of empty spaces. The shadows always blow my mind. But I'm not running any races. Let's leave the past behind. Dragons fighting all around the world. Dragons caught in the headlights. Flying high, taking over the world. But it's not for the first time. Dragons fighting all around the world. Dragons caught in the headlights. Flying high, taking over the world. But it's not for the first time.
Yes. Oh, Steve. Absolutely gorgeous. That's Steve Nash there playing Dragons live in the studio. And I think Christian Clegg essentially just made his year by, you said he sounded like Ian Brody, didn't
definitely,
you?
definitely.
I was
tinge in there. That's,
I was.
Well, I didn't know that either.
happy.
I didn't know that. That's just like
huge Lightning
Yeah,
fan,
wow.
huge.
Yeah, so that's just
great.
about made his life. Well, what we're going to do, because as we said, we'll just wrap up, obviously, the gig, 26th September, Alex.
Yeah, there's something I forgot to mention.
Oh, go on.
It's £5 on the door.
Yeah, so you
So-
can turn up on the door. You have to get tickets in advance, do you?
No, you turn up, you pay on the door. £5
Yeah.
on the door. Doors open at 8. Music will start at 9ish. The Steeds start. Dusty Plankton. The Backbeats to finish. and it will be the best night of all time.
And it's open till 1 a.m. as well, isn't it? It's open till
No,
1
is
a.m.
it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got a license till 1 a.m.
Right, okay.
See, Ramsey's the place to be.
Yeah, no,
Isn't
I knew
it?
that,
So-
what Christian said. It's got a license to 1 a.m. as well.